Hi everyone, welcome back to Brookvalleylife, or hello for the first time. Hope you've had a great Christmas and New Year's going to be good as well, if this is out before it. If it's out after it, I hope you had a good New Year. So today, golfers out there, all the YouTube golfers, they all do a what's in the bag for the new year. Well, I'm going to do the archery version of what I'm shooting for 2024. So stay with me and let's go and have a look.
Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headaches stack. Restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose? What do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack.
So hi everyone. Here we are, Brook Valley Archery, and what we're doing is a what's in the quiver type of thing for all you archers out there. What am I shooting for 2024? Now, I'm in training for a shoot in February. Now, this is our summer, so slightly different to you guys who are all indoors. But as I said, I'm in training at the moment, and I'm shooting two bows, which may sound a bit weird. And the first bow I'm shooting is my competition bow, which I will be shooting at the competition, and I will just get it. So what's in the quiver for me for 2024? Here we have it. This is my setup for 2024. Now the poundage may change by a couple of pounds, but this is what I'm shooting at competition. Let's start off with the riser. The riser we have here is the Nikka ET11 Pro Toss riser in black. Now I've done some videos on this already. It's a fantastic riser. I love it. The grip is brilliant. It's got counterweights just under the grip, so if you want it for bare bow, fantastic. But as a spoiler, Nikka are coming out with a dedicated bare bow riser in the new year, sometime in the new year. I'm not sure when, and I believe it's going to be called the ET14. So that is my riser, and that is matched with the Nikka N3 limbs. Now these are 36-pound long limbs. They're at the moment they are set at 36, but I might up the poundage to 37, 38 pound because we've got about 4 or 5 threads showing on the thread bolt, so I can come in a bit. I might go in a full turn and see what we get out of it. These limbs, fast, smooth, very stable, a great limb. I know when Stephen Hanover at Archery Supplies did one, he said they were a bit sloppy in some of the risers. In the Nikka risers, I can tell you that they're not sloppy, they fit in perfectly. And even when I've put them into other risers, as soon as you string the bow, there's no movement at all. Now, I'm not sure why it is, because the fittings, the metal fittings at the back, they've got everything the same as my Hoyt limbs, as my cap limbs and all those type of things. So I don't know why, but they shoot well, they don't move, they're very consistent. Great limb. These are long, and these are the, as I said, the N3, not the N3 Pros. Would I like to get the N3 Pros? Of course, but I can't spend $600 on a set of limbs at the moment, unless I get a lot more subscribers. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, please. And yeah, I get a lot more money from YouTube. Stabilizer, I've got my old Biter centralizer system. The weights may change on them. Side rods are 14 or 15 inch, and I've got a 32 inch front bar and the extender, of course. Sight is the Sherlock Challenger, I think, or Supreme, one of the, I think it may be the Supreme, with a toe point sight pin. Now the reason I changed to a toe point sight pin, it's the larger aperture that you can see through, plus it's got the fiber optic, which I really like. I used to use the Brady Ellison Shrewd, which I've got on my other bow. I do like that one, but the fibre optic, brilliant. Cartel damper in red, because you'll notice red and black with a little bit of silver. Let me just spin this round. I've got a Nika carbon clicker. Love this thing. A Nika low profile, I think it's an AR13, I believe I saw the other day. Rest, and I've got a Shibuya DX button in red as well, red metallic, for the bow. And that there is my bow for shooting in competition next year. The riser itself, I'll just quickly say, has been fantastic. I've been shooting it for a while. The grip it did come with was a bit meh. They changed the grip and I managed to get hold of one, and they are brilliant. I love them, just for me. Oh, the string, 8125, and I make them myself. 18 strand, 70-inch bow, and I've got a 24 centimeter, well, it's 23.5 centimeter brace height, and it's the quietest the bow is, and it just shoots smoothly. And that's the bow itself. So let me go and grab my quiver and we can see what I'm shooting and what I'm using as a tab and anything else as well. So here's my quiver. It's an Eastern, quite an old one, but it's a goodie. So that's my quiver. I can put lots of things in it and I'll show you in a second. Chest guard, Elong Outdoors I've purchased. It'll be either this one, or if this gets wet, I'll take another one, which is a Lancaster Archery, and they look exactly the same, just different colouring on it. Arm guard. I've either got my Infitech, or my Warpath, which one I got off AliExpress. So both red. And you'll notice I've got a colour combo of black, red and silver going on here, so all good. So there's my arm guard. So that's a chest guard and arm guard. Puller, arrow puller, because some of the targets we use can be hard to pull from, but this is a Cartel, doesn't say what, it's just a rubber one, goes around, pull it out. Let me just open this. And my tab, now this is something that I will be bringing up shortly in another video, is the KSL Gold by AAE, I should say, and this is medium. Now I used to shoot large, and I thought I've shot large all my life and no one said a word about this, but I believe that I was shooting the wrong size tab. So should we be fit for our archery equipment, as in fitted into it, not just fit? Maybe. So that's what's in my pouch. Let me just put that out. What else have I got? A couple of towels, just to wipe any sweat or rain off. We'll come to the arrows last. I have a bit of a monocular rather than binoculars. It's a Visionary M42. It is a 12 by 50 waterproof, out to 1,000 yards is what it says. It can be put on a scope, on a tripod, but I just have it in there. I can come up and just have a quick look. Put that down. Always carry spare nocks because I'm always knocking nocks off. I always carry a rangefinder as well. This is the Sigmund CT800. This was sent to me to review, and surprisingly, it's bloody good. Comes in a nice pouch, works perfectly. It's got slope function that you can turn on and off, and you can see when it's on and off. You charge it so there's no batteries to go flat. You just got to remember to charge it. But I've charged this once since I've had it, and I've had it about 2-3 months. It's a nice size, nice and small, fits in the quiver beautifully, and yeah, works very, very well. Yep, I love it. So the Sigmund CT800. So that's in there. Oops. I carry a scoring sheet, scoring book. This is a win and win one. We were given this when I was at the Nationals as part of the pack. And I also have a little book which I'm going to change for an even smaller one for sight marks. So this tells me which bow it is. So this is a 36 pound ET11 with 700 spine arrows, and I've got 25, 35 and 45 meters. I put that into my phone as long as I've got 3 different distances, and then it will tell me what my sight marks is for any given distance between 0 and 100 meters, which is really, really good. More Knox. I carry pen. Put those in there. Now I carry a white pen as well, so I can make sure my arrows are marked fully in competition, so that's what you should do. And I also have a multi-tool. This is just a Leatherman Charge in black. Pretty simple. It's got everything I need on there. And one of the main things is surprising. Isn't the knife, but it's the file. Now, if I do break a knock off, I use pin knocks, and sometimes I gouge the pin itself. Now I know I should change them, but if I'm shooting and I want to keep shooting and I just whip a knock off, whip the broken knock off, or it's been busted off, that's a knife, not the thing. I give the pin knock a bit of a file down just to get rid of sharp edges, put a new knock on, carry on shooting. No issues with that. Now I do also carry some Allen keys, and I also carry, which everyone should carry, the T-square. This is an old Cartel T-square, so I can check my brace height and my tiller before I shoot and make sure everything is where it should do. Now I will write down what my brace height and tiller is once I'm fully set at the right poundage, so when it comes to competition day and I put my bow together, I can check everything to make it all good. So it's a good tip: know your brace height, know your tiller, and when you put your bow together again, nothing can go wrong. So finally, what arrows am I shooting for 2024? These ones. And of course you can see what they are. No, you can't. This is the Pandaris Ice Point, plus or minus 0.003. I didn't even bother getting the 0.001 because these fly just as good as my other arrows that are 0.001. So why waste even more money? They're 700 spine, and I'm shooting from a 36 pound bow. Now you may think that that is quite a low spine for such a speedy bow or high draw weight. If you look at the spine charts, and for my draw length, this is what I was after in the first place. So if I take one of my arrows and go from carbon to carbon, they are 28.5 carbon to carbon. So when you look on the spine charts, it tells me for a 36 pound bow, in fact, sorry, here we go. This is the spine chart. For a recurve bow, it comes under 35 to 40. 28 pound, sorry, 28-inch draw says I should be shooting a 600 spine arrow. Now I did shoot a 600 spine arrow because I've got some Skylon ones just here, and they were shooting extremely stiff. Now I had bought these 700 spines to shoot with a 33 pound bow because my 800s were just on the edge of being weak, so I thought I'd buy some of these because I knew I was going up in poundage. So put my competition bow together at 35 to begin with, and these shot beautifully. Now in my training I have also been shooting my old competition bow, which is a Hoyt Nexus with Uka limbs, and the Uka limbs are 40 pound, and at the moment they're shooting 39 pound. I will be upping that to 40, so just half a turn on my limb bolts, but these arrows are shooting perfectly, and the bare arrow is going smack in the center of the fletched for my 39 pound and my 35 pound bow. In fact, my 35 pound bow is now shooting 36 pound because I upped it. So that says it should be 600, but my 700s are shooting fine. Always try and test arrows out before you buy a set. It can be difficult trying to figure out what you've got. I've got 120 grain points, I think, in the end of these. I have tried with 110 and no difference at all. They all fly beautifully from both bows, which is crazy to me. But the Pandaris Ice Point is my arrow of choice. Pin nocks and pins, and these are large, and my fletchings are just a generic spin vane from AliExpress, where I can buy 60 for $15, something like that. Because when I'm training I shoot 12 hours at a time, and you do go through a few. So that is what's in my bag what's in my quiver for 2024. What am I going to cart it around in? My old legend Everest 40. I can put what I want in there plus extras, which is really good. So that is it. What do you think of my setup? Is it any good? I really like it. I do have my expensive setup, which I will put them head to head through a chronograph in another video, just to show the difference and how good both sets of limbs are for speed. Let me know what you've got. What are you shooting for 2024? You guys in the Northern Hemisphere, I guess you're indoors. Are you going to be shooting the same bow indoors as you do outdoors? Are you lucky enough to have more than one bow? I've managed to get some bows over the years, and I've got lots of different limbs. Nika have been really good to send me a couple of things as well. So let me know, what have you got? What are you shooting? Why are you shooting it? What arrows are you shooting? Why are you shooting them? Are you using fat arrows for indoors or skinny arrows? All these different things, so let me know. Hope you've enjoyed this video. It's just been a quick look at a what's in the bag type, but we'll call it what's in the quiver, shooting for 2024. I will catch you next time. Keep shooting. Bye bye for now.